everybody, it's Cheryl. Welcome back. It's Muppin Sewing Emporium. How are you doing today? I am wonderfully well. Let's make sure that this thing has the sound and the video. I am very excited. It seems to. Hey, Jody is here. Welcome, welcome. How are all of you today? Hopefully you are wonderfully well. It is a beautiful, sunny, warm, very warm day here in Paducah, Kentucky. It is very it was in the 90s today. And I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with that. I want my cooler spring weather back, but I don't think I'm gonna get that. Tonight we have some new things to show you. I'm very excited about those. And yes, so we've got some restocks. Specifically, I know we have restocked spool huggers. So these little guys that go on your spools. So let's say you're going to class, you need to throw a spool of thread into your bag. And you know, there's all kinds of contraptions for wrapping up your spools when you are trying to travel with them. And this little thing is the bomb. It's $2. You get 4 of them in a pack, and they have been restocked today. Very excited about that. So needles also. We have had quite the run lately on our heirloom needles. So you're going to want to get these as well. Restocked on those. We have also restocked. Trying to think, like, I feel like it's like, okay, now that quilt week is over and Pigeon Forge is over, and we had the loveliest time in Pigeon Forge. But yeah, so I'm gonna bring the video ready. We're gonna show. We've got some new stuff, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Cheryl, how in the heck do you already have Christmas stuff? And oh yes, Charlotte, I didn't think I need the thread wraps. I was wrong. I buy a pack just about every time. You are correct, ma'am. You get one all the time. But they are restocked, so you can come on by and visit. The needles are the cat's meow. We have so many people absolutely love our needles. They are really, really good. Now, if you're out there, drop me a note if you can see this video, because we've been having so much with the technical difficulties, and I have been fighting with my my video production software company, and it looks like it's working. So hopefully this is good. And then today, of course, I broke my thumbnail, and so we do not have a fancy nail, so just pretend that one is not there. These are brand new. These are Art Gallery Christmas in the Cabin. That's the brand. There's 15 fat quarters in this collection, and I just wanted to go through these with you because they're just so like cute and retro. They've got that sort of very sweet retro Christmas time look. We've got that. We've got, now somebody asked me recently about penguins and are there any penguin fabrics? And I had no idea that I had ordered this and that this was actually in it. So there are some penguin fabrics and they're adorable. We've got these really cozy coffee, hot chocolate mugs with that like soft pink background that goes really well with like the mint color. And then of course some beautiful candy canes. Look at this pretty with the Christmas ornaments. Um Yay! Hello, how are you? Yes, beautiful nail, 9 nails. I only have 9. Um they're press-ons. That's what happens. This one popped off. So, but look at that Christmas. Yeah. So really sort of cute retro. I'm kind of digging like the soft colors. This one here with the little retro cars. I'm just going to tell you I think that looks like a Pinto to me, but that's just me. And I love this. I love this one. This one is a stripe, and it is not often that you see like a holiday stripe like that. I just think that's really adorable. Yes, definitely penguins. Um that one's really sweet. It comes with like that peachy pink background color, which is really swell. And then again with the Christmas packages, all of these, this whole collection is just really adorable. Every fabric is different in this collection, which we don't usually see. What we're seeing a lot of, especially on my end, as the one who's picking the fabrics out, um, you're seeing a lot of duplicates, right? So you'll see a bunch of duplicates and then, like 2 or 3 fabrics in different colorways. That's not what's happening here, which is nice. Cute little like tableclothy thing, and then the retro Santa with, I mean, the coolest wood stove and fireplaces, and just adorable. So I know the last thing you're thinking about when it is 90 degrees outside is Christmas. And but yet Christmas fabric hit us before the Halloween fabric even hit us, which is absolutely bonkers nuts. I'm very happy that this collection came in, and so this collection is called Christmas in the Cabin. And you can get this right now on our website, right there, shop.muppin.com. Definitely grab this one up, because once it's gone, it's gone. That's the thing with the holiday collections. These are art gallery fabrics, so they're going to be very soft. And it's that beautiful high quality thread count that you have come to love from art gallery. So very excited this collection is here. So let me try to wiggle this back on here. And yeah, so really sweet. You're gonna love it. I love it. But that's not all that's new. This I can't even tell you how excited I am of this. All right, so I gotta zoom out a bit so that you can see it. And this is a panel. You know how much we love a good panel here, right? And this is called the Erie Family Plushies. Comes with directions, and there are tons of plushies on here. Now we have a bat bunting that is up here at the top. So there's bats, batty bat. You could stuff them individually, or you can make them into a bunting, which is, they say, to make a batty garland, which I think that's what I'm gonna do. I haven't quite decided. We've got Boris the cat. We've got Jack the pumpkin. We have Ophelia the zombie. So we have dolls, Halloween dolls. So we've got Ophelia the zombie. We've got Norman the skeleton. And we have Glenda. Oh, I'm throwing this over the microphone. Glenda the witch. And if you know me, you know, first of all, this is my girl right here. Okay. This Glenda the witch is my jam. Okay. Totally digging this one. These are in stock right now on our panels page. So you can grab this right now. Let me just double check that it's up there because earlier I looked, I just want to check because you know me, it's going to be like I'll tell you it's there and it's not there. It is there. It's there. Okay. So it's there on our website. All of these things on this panel for $14. You get the 3 dolls, the Batty Bunting, and the pumpkin, and the Boris the cat plushies. So obviously, I know what I'm making this weekend. I'm going to be making these. I'm excited. But this panel is called the Eerie Family. Okay. And couldn't be cuter. Cute, cute. I agree, Mary. I love the dog picture. So cute. And yeah, it's really, this one's gonna be a hot one. Am I making a second tuffet? No, not yet. We're gonna get to the tuffet stuff here. So yeah, the plushies, we've got the little kids, the little dolls, they're adorable. I'm excited. Yeah, so we've got I'm just really, 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 yes, couldn't be easier. You just you cut out Mr. Norman here and you right sides together, sew around it, even tells you right here where to leave your opening. Could not be simpler, and he is adorable. And so this is what I'm going to be making this weekend, just to put on display in the store. Of course, I'm in love with the little bats. Yeah. So we're just very excited about this panel coming in today. Now, in addition, there were 3 fabrics that we picked from this collection to come in at the same time. So, and you guys, these are so cute. So cute. You're going to love these. Okay. So, this is the first of our Halloween fabric. Right? Even you can do it. I struggle with mug rugs. It's honestly these cut and sew panels are some of my favorite things to have in the store. They're fun. Everybody loves them. They just appreciate how cute and how easy they are. Plus, I love a panel where you get a lot of stuff. And let me tell you, there's a lot of really nice background fabric on here that, like, don't throw this away. That's a decent, like, piece of fabric. Like, you have enough on here in the open spaces to cut out and save. Like, there's so much you can do with this panel because it's got a lot of, like, useful fabric on it. Anyway, Eerie Family plushies. So look for that on our website. Now, here are the 3 companion fabrics that we picked from the Eerie collection. And I am in love with these. So last year, one of the things that we saw a lot of was the yeah, no, your dogs would tear them apart. That's probably not a good thing. um Last year we saw a lot of florals in Halloween fabrics, lots and lots of Halloween florals. This year, seeing the exact same thing. This year, the accent color is not as much pink as it is purple. Okay, so I'm seeing way, way, way more purple in this year's collections. So, um, definitely in love with this one. This one is called Boneyard, and this sort of like brown, it's a brown. It's kind of a mustardy color brown, but it is definitely more brown in like in person. Definitely giving you that cottage core, that sort of forest witch feel, very, very cute. um, as you can see, this is a micro print, so it's very, very small print. But it's not just that one, it's the lavender colorway that I love just as much, if not more. Um, yeah, the little skulls are adorable. They're very, very cute. And so this one has more of a gray cast, um, with the white, white skulls and little white bones. And like you have the gray, like the lighter gray and the darker gray. So I am thinking, all kinds of like tunics. You can do this with a lot of clothing. These two obviously go really well together. So you could do a really, really pretty, back of a pillow. You could do interiors. You could do a bag with this. That would be really lovely. But then there's the stripe. And you know me, I could not resist the little skull and crossbones, just like this one right here, right? So look at how tiny and micro and just so, so, so cute. Yes, you could use them for mug rugs. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, I am really pleased with these three. They are currently on our website right now. Yes, they could be a fantastic vest, great for a bag. It's yes, pinstripe suit. I agree. That would be also very good. These fabrics too are that higher quality. um yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's very cool fabric. I do love this. I do think this would be great on a binding as just like that cool mini stripe. And then of course you might occasionally get a skull in there. I just could these were the three in the collection that spoke to me. Now there were other fabrics in this collection that, in my opinion, were floral and but they were not as what I call spoopy. Okay, so they weren't like a spooky character. Like they didn't have like that bit of Halloweeny to me. They were just like one of them was like a night sky. We've seen that before last year. I didn't want to bring in anything that I felt like was repetitive and what we hadn't seen before. There was a floral, like a giant floral that had like spider webs in it. Again, we had a fabric just like that last year, so I didn't want to bring that in again. Except this year, everything was in like the purple tones. So last year I felt everything we saw was pink, pink, pink. For Halloween this year, everything is lavender, lavender, lavender. So, but they call this one, they call violet. But I mean, this is such a pretty, pretty fabric, and it happens to be spoopy. So, you know me, I'm a big fan of that kind of thing. So and I just have to say, like, this is the tip of the iceberg. There are more Halloween fabrics coming. Um of course. And I'm excited. So this is not, we're not done. This is just the beginning. More fabric is coming in next week. We got some Riley Blake coming in next week. We also have some Free Spirit fabric coming in next week. So it's starting, my friends. I'm very excited. So these ones are online right now. And I will say that they are, like, once they're gone, they're gone. We are not reordering the and we can't really reorder. Um yes, I agree. I mean, this I am really looking forward to making like a little dressy top out of this fabric, because that to me is just going to be so, so adorably spooky. I think that was, this one is my favorite. I also like it in the dark colorway. So yeah. And yes, please bring all the Halloween fabric. So let's see, where am I going to be? When's my next show? I don't have a show planned until I think September. Oh, curtains would also be very cool. Yes. Yes. Curtains would also be very sweet. And again, like this one being, you can definitely see a lot of potential for that one as well. I see lots of cool blocks for quilts made out of this one. So this one, I'm kind of here for that one too. So yeah, new fabrics. If you did miss the very beginning, we did get a bundle, an awesome Christmas bundle of called Christmas in the Cabin. Very retro, very sweet, soft colors for Christmas. I could not believe that the first thing that we've opened up in the store was a Christmas fabric. And that just blows my mind. That's where we're at. Right. Okay, so the tuffet. The tuffet needs piping. I sewed the pieces of the tuffet together. It's in the other room. And it needs definition between the sections. It looks like a hot jumbled mess right now. And so I have decided that I am going to do a type of piping. And I had every intention of doing this while I was away. And I thought, oh, well, I'll be all done. And then I can just bring it to the video. And that is not what has happened. So the show, Pigeon Forge, it's kicked my butt. I was very, 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 very tired afterwards. And yeah. So so I have decided this is what we're doing. And so I've got a lot of stuff here. This is my thimble. It's my I use a tailor's thimble. And I started with pulling like all of the stuff out to do this, and and then just I didn't do anything while I was on the road. I was tired, sleepy. I decided to be tired and sleepy. Okay. So this has to be marked, and I've decided that I need to do. This has been a challenge. Okay, trust me. Oh, I even have it the wrong way. See, goes to show you. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Right. Okay. So, right, I have to mark the fabric. And, I can take the thimble off. That doesn't need to be on. So, this technique, again, very old, not new. I wish it was new, but it is not. And what I'm doing is I'm marking every other line. Now, see, it's really hard to see on this dark fabric. Okay. And I think the reason I wanted to do this with a white pencil, but my white pencil does not fit through my smocking template. So I was going to mark it and then mark it again. I know that's a lot of doubled work, but that's what you do when you want perfection, right? So I'm just that kind of girl, I guess, just to go and do all this fussy stuff. Um anyway, this process, this particular technique is a it's a smocking technique. I guess you could call it smocking. Um and so yes, I'm using my smocking template. I'm using the mini because it's a lot easier to carry the mini around than it is the big one. And so yeah. So you just have to mark the edges of your fabric and then the center. So the edges and then the center. And that's what I'm doing. I'm alternating, and I have to do this strip, and oh my gosh, I do. Yeah, totally. So then I have to go and do that to all of these. Well, it's got to fit into the markings here. They have to fit through my template channels, or it's not really something I can use. But anyway, so this is going to be the piping on the. So I'm just going to do one so that you can see this one, and then I will show you how this all goes together. So here, I can bring this down. There we go. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. I've already pressed this so that it is ready to go. This is one of our heirloom smocking templates that was a limited edition color. This is the vintage glass green one that we did for a heirloom sewing box, an heirloom subscription box. And I'm really starting to think like I want to do the subscription box again. So I'm kind of like starting to think maybe it's time to resurrect the subscription box again. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you guys want the subscription boxes back? They were $25. I had a different sort of project / technique in each. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I want to bring them back, but there's a million blue strip things there. Yeah, there are. Yeah, Jerry says it's cool. Let's bring it back. I think so too. I I've been trying to think about, like, maybe I was gonna try to do a Christmas advent, like my very own Christmas advent calendar thing. We do normally carry like the ones that are offered every year. There's always a sewing advent calendar. Um, and I've been thinking I want to do my own advent calendar. So it would be like a home, like they would just be like wrapped up packages that you would open. But I've been thinking that might be what I do. So once a month for the subscription box, yes. So I was doing once a month. Mary says they were great. I know, Mary, you got a bunch of them. I had one. I think I had like 10 people do them all, every single one, and that was kind of fun. That was cool that I had that many people who like did them all. you know so yeah, maybe the advent calendar. Yeah, Mary says ooh, right. I don't know, like I said, I've been thinking about bringing it back. I know that there's a lot of million different kinds of subscription boxes out there now, but I find sometimes they're also very impersonal. And I feel like I could do a really good kind of box, a really good, like either Halloween. What if I did a Halloween advent calendar? Right? And Halloween, I think that might be the one. That might be the one to do. Um, yeah, I think that might be the winner. Max is in town. He's not here tonight. Yes. Yes. Two yeses. I might have to throw that up as a poll. Um, I don't know. Like I don't know. We're gonna think about it. Charlie and I'll think about it. We'll have to come up with what goes in it though, because that's gonna be the key, right? It's got to be a cool Halloween thing. So yeah. Um, so Max is in town. He's not here tonight. He's at home playing video games with Charlie, and he is so tall. He's unbelievably tall. And now he towers over me. So, I mean, that wasn't that hard. I'm like 5 foot nothing. So, there's that. But um anyway, so he's going to be here tomorrow at the shop because he wants to work, because he wants to buy something. And I told him that I don't have a problem with buying him things, but if he wants to have spending money, he's got to earn it. And I have things I could use him here in the shop to do, like taking out the trash and packing some orders and stuff. So he's gonna come and do some work. And you should have seen him. He was excited to be able to earn money. Like that, I think was like really funny, is he was so excited about like, when can I come to the shop? He's like, and then he wanted to come tonight and do the video, and I said no. The video is not work, even though it is work for me. Um, it's not really work for him because he always leaves and like goes in the other room. And so he does not want to be a YouTuber anymore. He did tell me that. So I don't know what he wants to be. We'll see. He says he's undecided. Everything he says now is chat, like, hey chat, how you doing, chat? Welcome, chat. Like, it's all everybody's chat as if he's talking to, the people who are chatting with him on his YouTube channel, his imaginary YouTube channel. So I just find it funny. All right, so this is a type of smocking that normally goes on a bigger piece, but is, I think, going to work out really great for a piping for what we're trying to do with this. So I'm gonna show you how this is done. And then hopefully it looks as nice as I expect it to. And then it'll put it on the I'll put it on the tuffet, and we'll go from there. So this is a trim decor that was very popular in Germany, and uh, it's like little arrowheads almost. So I'm kind of excited to see how this will look when it's done. Um, but it is a smocking technique, and it is just basically it's done on like a ribbon. You could do this on a ribbon. I thought about getting like a Grosgrain ribber. Ugh, I can't speak tonight. Grosgrain ribbon. And I chose to try to do these as strips myself. I don't know. We'll see how much we're able to do. But this is what it will look like when it's all done. So it's a little piping that's gonna almost be like like little scallops. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it. Um, I don't want it to shrink too much though, because I don't really have a lot of this fabric. And I really don't want to have to remake these if I make them. So there's that. It's gonna be a long uh process, so we'll see. But I'm making one first. Now, yes, I did cut a whole lot, right? But I'm making one, and then I'm gonna put it onto the sample, and then see how I like it on the tuffet. So I haven't covered the tuffet with the pieces yet, because I need to put this on it first. And of course, we've got a knot in the fabric, or in the thread. I was telling my students this week, I always get these little thread goobers. I really hate them. I do this on national television too. It just shows you that I'm a normal human being. But yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. Lots going on. Busy. And yeah. So let's see why this has knotted up here. There we go. So yeah, it's gonna be these little sort of, I don't know what you call these. They're kind of, it's weird when they twist. We're gonna have to try to figure out how it's getting. So the question is, what is smocking? you're still you're still a beginner. I get it. So smocking is essentially taking fabric and gathering it up decoratively, and it was originally a technique from the 1500s. Well, like between 13 and 1500. You would take fabric, you would gather it, like it was a way to take a volume of fabric and shrink it down so that you would not have the bulk of your fabric caught in like farm equipment, like that kind of stuff. Like, or if you were like a miller, you would not get your clothing caught in the mill, and get dragged to your death or something like that. So, smocking was important to gather up big volumes of fabric, but what they use it for now is mostly like little girls' dresses and stuff. So this is the piping, and we're gonna see how it looks. Getting there. Um, so yeah, so smocking is just like a decorative way to decorate fabric, and now, most of the time, most people think of the smocked little girls' dresses at Easter time, but that is not what we're doing. We're doing a different kind of smocking, which is more gathering fabric from the backside of the fabric. So it's still smocking, but it's just a different kind of smocking. There's another thread booger. Oh, this is going to be a long night, I can tell. Yeah, there was no such thing as the mini skirts per se. So, yeah. Yeah, and so this is just, going to help separate my sections of this tuffet that I'm working on, that we've been working on for weeks. Just get the boys to help you. No, they, so Charlie, he can sew. Max, he can sew also. When I showed him how to smock, he did that last year. Um and he really liked it, but he's also easily like bored. And so he gets bored real easy. And so then he'll, basically cop out, which is sad. So, yeah. That's it gets frustrating because it's like, you know. So, I think that this is going to shrink down too much. But I do really love it when it's done. I think it's going to shrink down too much. Um so, this is part of the experiments, right? Like, is doing these pieces and testing stuff out and seeing, like, is this going to be the one? Is this what we need to be doing? I've wrapped it around itself so it's like caught. um but yeah, I think that that's going to be a little too. So not really for quilts. Well, that's not true. I mean, I put a lot of quilting, a lot of smocking in my quilts, and that's basically like my whole shtick. If my whole thing on the road is that. So there is that. I mean, uh I could just do a regular flange piping. I just want something a little more like a little more ooh la la, I want something that has a little more pizzazz than just your typical um little flange of piping. I think it would be so much better to have this I mean, if you're going to have like a whole thing of heirloom sewn sections of a tuffet, have a heirloom sewn piece along with it, to separate the parts. I do love this though. I am enjoying how it is coming out. So I think I'm gonna have to get more fabric for this. Oh boy. um oh darn, right? So it's just going to be a matter of me finding the right shade of blue. I really like the blue. I really like this one too. Um, I think this with the yellow. So this is the yellow that it's going with. So I just feel like they would go well together. Did I smock the flowers on the Facebook page? Yes, that's what I teach when I teach. I teach flowers and smocking, pin tucks, gathers, pleats, you name it. I teach it, but all of those fabric manipulation techniques are my specialty. Um, and yeah, so that's the stuff that I do. And like I said, I think, yeah, I'm kind of here for the advent color or the advent calendar. Now my little brain is like firing a million miles an hour. This is your old high school colors. I mean, they are classics for a reason, right? But it's almost all yellow. Like here's the bolt of the fabric. Okay, so then it would just be like it would be more yellow than blue. Was it Mary? I did not know that. Why did I? Well, because we met in college. That's why. We did not meet in high school. We met in college. So yeah, that would be why. So, this is a very common trim on German dirndls. So if you are into the German traditional clothing, that's probably where you have seen this before. And so that's what this particular trim is from. And I mean, I'm kind of digging how it looks. It just I needed to try it out. Um but what I think is the length that I have, I don't think is enough. And that's my problem. So, yeah. Um Yeah. I have like I think I told you I have like three secret projects going on at once right now. Um the one is going to be revealed in July and that's it's exciting but it's going to be so much work between now and then. Um and and I am still writing my next book, which this technique will be in. Um So yeah, it's gonna be a thing. Gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a long summer. Max, I hope is ready for fun. I've asked him like, "What do you want to do this weekend?" And you know what he told me? He wants to go to Raising Cane's, like the chicken place. And we don't have one here in Paducah, so we have to go to a different town to go to one. But now look, Charlie and I love Raising Cane's, but yeah, it was that was what he wants to do this weekend. Like, what do you want to do this weekend? Do you guys want to go anywhere? And he's like, I want to go to Raising Cane's, and I'm like, the chicken place. Like, that's how you know he's 13, right? Because he wants to go to get food. Yes, right? Oh, I could just staple another strip to the end. No. No, I don't even really want to piece them together, unfortunately. I just want to get a longer piece of fabric and just deal with that, then deal with this. Cause ay, ay. Now I do could go to um another quilt shop and but you know, there is that. I could go to a different quilt shop and try shopping. It's just not long enough. I can already tell. Oh yeah, their food is their sauces are delicious. Their food is delicious. Their chicken strips are so good. And we made the mistake of introducing Raising Cane's to Max last year, and now that's all that boy wants is. And they built one near his house in Florida, so now he's like, I really want to go there. I really want to go there. I really want to go there. And then when I asked like tonight, what do you want for dinner? What do you guys want for dinner? Um, you know, he was like Raising Cane's. And I'm like, there isn't one in Paducah. They're building one nearby, but it's not here in Paducah. And he's like, oh, like he was all put out. And then he chose Culver's. I mean, which is not a bad choice. I mean, but yeah. So yeah, it was just one of those funny things the kids say. Now, he's much more articulate lately, but oh my gosh, the funniest stuff this kid, he kills me. Um oh, what's this one? You should try Lee's. Oh, I don't know. I have never heard of Lee's. Um what are they? Are they chicken? Are they barbecue? What are they? Um I was in Pigeon Forge. I could have eaten everything and everywhere, and they provided food for me. And I have to admit, it was nice of them to do, but, oh, it's chicken. Okay. Jerry says we have several in Louisville. It's not out of the question to come to Louisville. I've been thinking we are going to try to go to Mammoth Cave this summer. And let me just say, it's because I want to go to Mammoth Cave, and I'm going to drag the boys with me because what Mama wants, Mama gets, and so we will see if they comply. I somehow feel like there will be some grousing, but I want to go to Mammoth Cave this summer and hang out at the Mammoth Cave. That's my goal to do this summer, but we will see how amenable everyone is to and whether or not they acquiesce to my demands. Oh, it is. Where is the Ren Fair, Jerry? I don't. Is it near Louisville or is it like some? Is it near Berea? Um, Not sure where it is. Yes, ma'am. Amen. That is how we do. Right? So this is all I've gotten out of this strip. So take care. See you. Have a good one. Oh, it's in Eminence. Eminence. Is in Eminence Front? Or is that Eminent Front? Uh that's the only time I ever hear that word. Oh, it's about 45 minutes from Louisville. Okay. Um it's probably 45 minutes in the direction away from Paducah, right? So it's not going to be like between us. It'll be like away. We will see. Yeah, that might be a cool thing to try. I tried taking them to the Ren Fair, and we went on like the hottest day, and Max wasn't into it until we did some axe throwing. Oh, it's between us and Frankfurt. Okay. All right. Um so we did some axe throwing and he liked that. Um but this was a few years ago. And so I feel like we were still in Chicago at the time. And I feel like he would have like, I think he would like it better now as more of an adult. Well, teen. We went to Culver's. That's what we decided to do. All right. So this is as much as I was able to get done here in like the I mean, I did the um the marking as part of it. So, but I do like the the technique. So, yeah. They have archery, daggers, axes. Yeah, I think that's the stuff he's going to like. Um he's in oh, he got his green belt in martial arts. So, I'm pretty proud of him for that. Um yeah. I like how it looks too, Mary. I think it will be a nice transition between the sections. Um, but I need to have a longer piece because this is going to shrink down by half. So I think by the end of it, it's only going to be this long, and that's not long enough for the tuffet sides. But as an experiment as to whether or not the technique would look good, I am pleased. I am pleased. Um, yes. He did. He got his green belt, and he said he was not ready for the test. And he was like, "There's no way I'm gonna pass the test," and he passed the test. So I thought that was really nice. I think it will also yes, I think it will look good. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So you guys, this is so cool. New fabrics, can't be happier with the new Halloween stuff that just came in. Um, Chris, thank you. Appreciate that. New Halloween fabrics just came in. The oh so cute Eerie family panel with the dolls, and there's like the little scary cat, Norman, the skeleton kid, the witch that may or may not look like somebody. I'm just saying. And then of course Ophelia, the zombie girl. I yeah. Oh. Oh, I know. I sadly I'm very aware. Uh I just after all the work on the traditional or on this heirloom one, I want to just take a minute before I start another one. Not that I'm not saying I would. So there's that. Restocks, we've got restocks on the jelly roll rug. We've got spool huggers. We've got jelly roll rugs, jelly roll handbags, elemental coats. We are restocked on all of those. So it is time to get them because they're back. And plus, we have all this new stuff, plus the new Christmas in the cabin, some adorable Christmas stuff already coming, even though it's like summer. I don't get it either. But we're here for it. I'm ready. Very excited. We've got again the cute panel. Run to get it because once it's gone, it's gone. You know I love a good panel. So I'm gonna go, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get some sewing done. I will see all of you next week. Take care of yourselves. See you